The Rolling Stones are often remembered as the ultimate symbol of rebellion in rock and roll. Dangerous, defiant, and unapologetic, they built a reputation that stood in sharp contrast to the polished image of their contemporaries. But rebellion comes with consequences. Behind the legendary riffs and swagger were controversies that followed the band throughout their rise. Moments that challenged their reputation and helped define how the world remembers them today. Censorship and public backlash. One of the earliest controversies surrounding the Rolling Stones was censorship. Songs like "Let's Spend the Night Together" shocked conservative audiences in the 1960s. When the band appeared on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1967, Mick Jagger was forced to change the lyrics to avoid offending American viewers. The incident became symbolic. It revealed a cultural divide between youth expression and establishment values, and it cemented the Stones' image as provocateurs rather than entertainers seeking approval. Drug arrests and legal troubles. By the late 1960s, controversy turned serious. In 1967, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards were arrested on drug charges, leading to highly publicized trials and harsh initial sentences. Although the convictions were later overturned, the arrests raised questions about selective enforcement and media bias. For fans, the arrests reinforced the band's outlaw image. For critics, they confirmed fears about rock music's influence on youth culture. Either way, the legal battles marked a turning point in how rock stars were treated by the law and the press. Altamont and the end of the 1960s dream. Perhaps the most infamous Rolling Stones controversy occurred in 1969 at the Altamont Free Concert in California. Intended as a celebration of peace and music, the event descended into chaos when violence broke out, culminating in the death of concert-goer Meredith Hunter. The tragedy became a cultural symbol, widely viewed as the end of the idealistic 1960s. Although the band was not directly responsible, Altamont forever linked the Rolling Stones to one of rock history's darkest moments. Excess, lifestyle, and criticism. As the Stones entered the 1970s, their lifestyle became another source of controversy. Heavy drug use, tax exile, and increasingly extravagant tours led critics to accuse the band of excess and detachment from reality. Albums like Exile on Main Saint were praised artistically, but the band's behavior raised questions about privilege, indulgence, and sustainability. Legacy beyond scandal. Despite decades of controversy, the Rolling Stones endured. They adapted, survived, and continued performing long after many of their peers faded away. The controversies did not destroy the band. They shaped them. They transformed the Rolling Stones from a rebellious youth act into a complex symbol of cultural change, freedom, and contradiction. In the end, the Stones were never just musicians. They were a mirror of their time, reflecting both the chaos and creativity of modern rock history.